How's it going, guys? My name is Alex.
Good evening.
And welcome to an update in eFootball. This is big because I wanted to cover all the licensing situation that will be announced. And in general, the date, in just 1 week, a lot will be decided. The future, the potential success of 2026 version of eFootball will be decided, whether it will be a flop, whether it will be a very successful game. So in addition to everything that you know about the new legends, obviously the rumors of Zinedine Zidane, I think a little bit overhyped. It can still happen. And the idea is that people were hoping that Konami is just landing that Real Madrid license. Well, bad news, is probably not happening. Landing of Pelé license and appearing of Puskás as well, this definitely created a very positive buzz. So on the 21st you're receiving a secret mystery legend, and on 24th you're receiving Kaká. And we talked about this Kaká card previously. It's definitely not the best card of Kaká, but it is kind of usable. Speaking of the licenses, like this image appears and it's not confirmed, and we know that Konami shares some licenses with the AFC, and these are like partnered clubs to AFC, allegedly, that they can either prolong the licensing with, or these licenses already have been agreed. And Real Madrid, not necessarily it was official, but we've seen something like this, right? Real Madrid must continue as a partner of EA Sports. I saw a post from third party working with licensing sector for EA Sports, and they cite Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid as one of the partners of FC26. And also speaking about the event itself, right, on the 21st, another account, I don't know if it's waffle or like actual legit information, an important member of FIFA's digital marketing team is expected to attend, right, the anniversary event in Tokyo on July 21st. And this event, we know about this event, I talk about that, it's just a celebration of Konami's 30 years of PES games, football games, SS games, and this is the event, if this is attended by FIFA representative. And we know, right, we remember this event previously in 2024, there has been a FIFA eWorld Cup event where FIFA was involved, and obviously FIFA is can grant you a license to the World Cup event in the football. Who says no? Konami can maybe land some licenses for the national team legends, so that is how they can maybe release Zinedine Zidane and Ronaldo Nazario. But obviously some personal agreements need to take place, and for Konami it is usually only a matter of how much are they willing to pay to representatives of Pelé, to like Ronaldo Nazario. So if they landed Pelé, I think the way is now, the path is now open to land all other licenses, and all this like dreams about having Zinedine Zidane or having Ronaldo Nazario are, we can dream, right? But obviously not for Real Madrid. It doesn't look like it's happening because there is another image. Obviously, you probably know this, right? Zlatan appearing on this, like an old image of Zlatan sitting there and like adoring Ronaldo Nazario, who was his idol at the time, and now he is like did this photo as like a promo for EAFC, and another image popped up. Obviously, the trailer for the AFC, and it will be released in 2 days. But Bellingham in Real Madrid kit, right, alongside with Jamal Musiala, are stepping on the pitch, and this is going to be the cover of the game. So I mean, pretty solid, and it just doesn't look like Real Madrid will be included in eFootball now that we see this type of licensing situation. Speaking about other news, obviously Ronald Galvani was saying that he doesn't believe Real Madrid is appearing. Listen to me. Monaco are cooking now. I think Ansu Fati is joining, Pogba has joined, and it looks like Bayern Leverkusen already joined, right? Borussia Dortmund will join. Most likely will be announced because they parted with EAFC. And Monaco has parted, allegedly, right? According to this news, I haven't really been following. Like, they parted ways with UFL, so they can join. Again, like, look, I'm not... this is a new account that I've just started following. It just feels like it can happen, of course. And this could be nice because we will see maybe like Paul Pogba, right? Juve, on the other hand, is just still in contention. Juve is obviously partnered with the AFC, but we will see on the 21st. Most likely what Konami is going to be doing is announcing these partnerships with new clubs. And for us, realistically, what we want is not the new club's license, which is obviously fantastic. I mean, it's not the main thing. I think the biggest problem for Konami right now is to rebalance the game, because all of the 102, 105, 108 players appearing and people are buying the specs and like they are set for their game. Like it's not like EFC that this progress and entire team is wiped out and you start from scratch from the new season. If I'm starting like this and another player who is very good and talented starts from scratch, they will be suffering because they don't have that Rodri. They didn't claim that N'Golo Kante. They didn't go for Pele, and maybe they were lacking 100 coins, or they just spent like $100 worth of coin deals and they went and still got landed at Pele. The thing is, you can use him for the next foreseeable future. And what Konami will be probably doing is rebalancing somehow this game in the next season. This is pretty much speculation at this point, but it most likely happens just because of how hostile the environment is for new players. And Konami, as much as anything, they want to invite new players into spending and buying new coin deals and improving their team. Which is obviously, if you are doing like but for people they will find it discouraging, right? So how do they? It's a free-to-play game. They enter this like divisions environment, and everyone has double boosted team. So they need to spend like at least $500 if they want to outright buy all the best players in the span of like 3 weeks. So this will probably prompt another return. It probably will not happen, but maybe Konami will create a more smarter way. Return of the contracts. If you remember what was happening before, in order to play players in certain events, you needed to apply contracts on them. And you obviously were only forced to use like best players, right? Only the most usable players for your team. Like for instance, this carry over legends, you could only apply a contract item for 10 days and they were quite rare. And like some of the other cards carried over and they became contract. Or like as when you're like discarding like a 5-star player or like a better player than like you like over 90, for instance, you get like 10 days contract that you can use on your other players, which is like a little bit tedious process. I didn't like that, and that was the reason why I discarded a lot of my legends, which I'm regretting right now because I needed these contracts and I wasn't really playing these legends. And Konami subsequently removed this contract. Like bringing them back would be probably a little bit. Konami would be ostracized for that, I think, and just receiving lots of backlash. I feel like they can do. It's a smart company. They're like much more intelligent people work there than just me and you. So they probably will find a way to make sure that you cannot use all of your most overpowered players without paying a price for that. And that will prompt probably only to use 1 or 2, right? So if I have my team like this, I will not be able to enter divisions with this team. I will only like decide, okay, so I need a solid defense, so I'll leave like Thuram and Cannavaro, and maybe like to have fun with Pelé. I can make do without Frenkie de Jong, Kanté and Rodri, so because I can replace them with like a match pass Tchouaméni or like a new card that Konami introduced in the Football 26. And this logic, right, so while still maintaining these cards, they're not going to be disappearing. This logic will be probably balancing the game, so that not everyone has 110 rated players in their team starting in Football 2026. Because Konami needs to also push the overall and push the levels and push the what they offer in the pack. Because like if they already offer 108 rated Pele if you auto-allocate, why would people then buy another Pele that will be not 109, for instance? They need to push the overalls and push the stats of the players. We talked about the commentary files of Zidane previously. You remember that, right?
Not another like him! Zinedine Zidane!
And the idea is that there is a list of players that is allegedly like they all have commentary in there. But the thing is, like, they can have commentary, and they had this commentary since 2022, so hold your horses.
Rooney! Wayne Rooney! Only him! It has to be Wayne Rooney!
And of course, we know the card art, it will look like something like this, I think. And it's just nice that Konami obtains these licenses, and it's not even through the licensing with Manchester United, so it's like national team legend. And he is definitely gonna be very welcome to the game. But in terms of like appearance of Zidane, Ronaldo Nazario, Thierry Henry, so you've seen the ideas, right? You've seen the concepts. It just doesn't seem likely. You need to obviously take this list with a little bit of share of fair share of caution, because this is a list of players that mixed with the old commentary data, right? So audio files and some of these people have very dodgy past, although it didn't stop Konami from releasing cards of Ronaldinho or Adriano. But I just think that some of the cards, like Dani Alves, for instance, they will not be released. It's just like people are getting, you know how it works, man. People are getting their hopes high, and then just like this being just under delivering of Konami is just like everyone is disappointed as a result. But yeah, this is just my outcome. I mean, I've collected a fantastic team, so the goal is now to save points, and this is how we do on this account. Hope you enjoyed this short update video. I'll be following closely any upcoming news. Make sure to subscribe to follow more. See you next time.